La 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 la. Final Fantasy VII. Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to this week's games, or whatever I decide to call this series. Essentially, this series will be every week. I'm going to tell you what games are going to be coming out this week and the little bit that I know about them to help inform your decisions for game purchases for the week. I hope that this will be an entertaining start to your week, as well as a helpful tool to help you decide how to spend your money on games. Well, let's get right into it. Our weeks are going to start on Mondays, they're going to end on Sundays. So for this video, we're going to be looking at the week of February 24th through March 1st. February 24th, the only game I see coming out on this day is Mathland, a game coming to the Switch. It is a math puzzle arithmetic game, I believe is made for children who need help with math and such skills. If you're a child watching this video and you need help with math, then you should just play your Switch instead. We got 6 releases on the 25th coming up, so let's get into them. First on our list for the 25th is Dota Underlords. That is the Valve-created version of Dota Auto Chess. Dota Auto Chess, if you will remember from several months back, was a community-made version or a game type in Dota 2. I'm not exactly sure how it's played. I don't play Dota 2, but I know it was community-made, and I know it was so good that Valve said, we have to make our own. All kind of other games started to make their own versions, but this is the 1.0 release of Valve's version of Auto Chess called Dota Underlords. This is the 1.0 release, so it's time to jump in. It's ready to go. Second on the list for the 25th is the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. That is a collection of 6 games: Mega Man Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, Mega Man ZX, and ZX Advent. That's just a lot of games. That's just something that you need to think about. That's 6 games in one. Mega Man is a huge hole in my gaming experience, so I'm hoping to get back into Mega Man. We'll see if I can recommend that by the end of this list. But that's 6 games in one. It's something to consider coming out on... God, I can't point the right way. Coming out on all these. Next on our list for the 25th of February is Samurai Shodown. The second season pass for that game is coming out on the 25th. The Samurai Shodown is a fighting game for the Nintendo Switch where samurais, you guessed it, show down. Part of the season pass, Mina Majikina is coming in as a DLC character. She is a bow-wielding anime girl who is clad in a kind of split robe. I'm not much of an anime watcher myself, but I can recognize that the anime folks who make it, they know how to make some money. I'm just saying, dude, anime girls, that's where the money's at. Next on our list for February 25th is 2 Point Hospital. This is the console release for the hospital simulation game. It is a game where you create your own hospital, manage it. People are injured, they get better, maybe they don't, I don't know, haven't played it, but it definitely looks like a fun little hospital simulation game. Here on my script, it says, make coronavirus joke. I think I'm going to skip that. So if hospital simulation is your thing, pick it up on consoles February 25th. Next on our 25th release list is the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC is now coming to Xbox. If you'll remember last month, PS4 players got to play the DLC 1 month early, but now it's coming to Xbox, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Kingdom Hearts 3 is either on Game Pass or will be coming to Game Pass soon. So it is a good time to be a Kingdom Hearts fan, also a good time to be an Xbox owner. So get out there and play the Remind DLC. I still have to finish Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know what happens at the end, and I don't know what happens at the beginning. I don't really know what happens in between with Kingdom Hearts, but I'm hoping to at least play the game and have fun and see the ending, whether I understand it or not. So I'll see you at the finish line. The final release coming on February 25th is the Neverwinter Infernal Descent console minus Switch release. So coming to PS4 and Xbox One is this DLC to Neverwinter, the D&D based MMORPG. This particular DLC, I believe, is based on the Wizards of the Coast Baldur's Gate module for D&D, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. I love D&D. I could do a shameless plug for our D&D podcast called Dungeon Boys. I'm not going to do it here. But it seems like a fun thing to play. If you like Neverwinter, get the DLC. No brainer. Next up, February 27th, we have 2 things coming out on this date. First up is MouseCraft. This is coming to the Switch. It is a puzzle / adventure game, kind of an A to B puzzle game where you, I think, either play as a cat running mice through a maze or something. Originally came out in 2015, I believe, but it is being ported to the Switch. So if you like cats or mice or puzzles, this seems like the one for you. Overpass is coming out on the 27th of February. All I got to say about that is boogity boogity boys, let's go racing. Except instead of race cars around a NASCAR track, we are racing dune buggies and side-by-sides and like all-terrain vehicles and stuff. And you know what I love to see? This. Love to see this everywhere. You want to race a buggy? Race a buggy wherever you like. Let's get racing, boys. February 28th is also a big day. We've got 5 things coming out on February 28th, so strap in. First on the list is another Switch port, so ring the Switch port bell. That's right. The Metro Redux is coming to the Switch. This contains, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, both Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, both based on a novel series about post-apocalyptic Russia where everyone is forced into the metro. These games are first-person shooters. They have a lot of improvised weapons, all kind of cool stuff that you can do in the underground. You will shoot monsters, you will shoot people, and you will blow out candles. Especially in Metro Last Light, which I have played, have not played Metro 2033. But it's a Switch port, which we love, so if you have a Switch and you want to be a Russian in the underground, pull the trigger. Another release on the 28th is OnePunch Man, a hero nobody knows. This is a fighting game based off the OnePunch Man anime. I assume you'll be fighting as all your favorite characters and villains. I have one request though, or at least one hope, is that Saitama not be playable? How do you make a fighting game with OnePunch Man in it? I'm sure they figured out a way, but if you like anime fighting games, this one's for you. Another release on the 28th is Rune Factory 4 Special. This is another Switch port. This is a JRPG that used to be on the 3DS. Those two phrases mean I have never heard of it, nor have I ever played it, nor do I really want to. But if this is your thing, if you love that game on the 3DS, you can now play it on the Switch, which I'm always about a Switch port. So we should ring that Switch port bell. Alright, another release on the 28th of February is Bloodroots. This is an action, kind of top-down, low-poly hack-and-slash game. The trailer was exhilarating. There were bears, there were axes, and there were wagon wheels covered in blood. So this looks like the game for me. If you like action games and anything else I described in previous instances, give it a look. And last but probably not least is another game coming out on the 28th, or at least coming to us on the 28th. This is the EU and North American release of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. I never heard of this. There are 13 other ones, so if you know what I'm talking about, you go get. You can get it if you're in America or Europe now. I mean, we're 13 deep. They must be doing something right. Okay, we have reached the end of our list of releases coming out this coming week. So first of all, if there are any corrections or anything you would like to let me know, leave it in the comments below, or tweet at me at Tank Media Games. Secondly, we have gotten to the point of the video where I give you my top 3 recommendations of the week, if we have enough for a top 3. This week we do, so I'm going to give you my top 3 recommendations for things you ought to check out this week. Number 1, the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC. I've not played it myself, like I said, but Kingdom Hearts 3, it is an achievement. It is 13 years in the making. No one was going to be fully satisfied. No one, I don't know if anybody was, because there's so much build up. But the game is good. It's great fun. It's the characters you love, as well as I want to support these guys that got this thing done after 13 years. So the Remind DLC got to be at least Kingdom Hearts level of good. So I think you should check it out. I'm going to be checking it out too. Number 2, Metro Redux. I have played Metro Last Light, and I have played a little bit of Metro Exodus. Both extremely good games. I have not been able to finish Metro Exodus, but it's a great game. But Last Light, I can confirm, is worth whatever they're charging for the Switch port. It is great fun. It would also be, I think, a good one to play on the go if you like FPS, first-person shooters on the go. The Switch is awesome for those kind of things, and we gotta throw a little bit of love to those Switch ports because we gotta keep them coming. If it ain't on the Switch, put it on the Switch. And finally, my third recommendation is Bloodroots. This is one I'm definitely going to be checking out. It just looks like a ton of fun. You need to watch the trailer. The trailer looks like a ton of fun. And if you are a game developer and you put bears in your game, I will look at it. I love bears. What else do I love? Axes. I'll show you how much I love axes. I love axes. They're good. Axes are cool. There is no cooler thing to hold in your hands. Name a thing that's cooler. A baby? No. $100? No. $1 million? No. Guess what you can't do with $1 million or a baby? Cut down a tree. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. I hope it has entertained you, and I hope that you will please give me suggestions on how to improve it and things that you liked or disliked. In the meantime, till I see you next week, please do remember to play some video games, and that I love you very, very much.